Hey guys, what's up here with another live game commentary. Today we're playing as EKKO Jungle. This is on the PBE, so you know, some stuff obviously is subject to change, but more or less, this is what's going to be going down when the new champion hits the rift. EKKO. Yeah. EKKO is a very fun champion to play. That's the most important thing I want to say about him. He's a lot of fun. But as a jungler, just going to throw this out there right now, he definitely works. Whether or not he's viable, I'm not 100% sold on it yet. But if you wanted to play an AP assassin in the jungle, EKKO definitely would fill that quota. So yeah, he's really not a bad jungler at all. Don't know whether it's optimal, mostly because mages aren't really amazing in the jungle right now, but still. Now this video I want to show you, how to play this EKKO jungle. I want to show you the builds I go, the way I play him, little tricks about him. Just a general gist. If you want to know about EKKO jungle, this is the video for you. However, I'm not going to go into big depth about what his abilities do. Now, I'm going to go over them very quickly right now, but I'm not going to go very in depth. It's not a champion preview. If you want to do that, if you want to see one of those, Spazzy's already done one, so you can check that out. You should pick up the whole idea by watching this video. So what his passive does is very similar to a Vi passive. Every third attack or damage you spell on the same target deals bonus magic damage and slows it for 2 seconds. And if it's a champion, you speed up. So it's very similar to Vi or Nars W or Vi's passive, or Vi's W as well. Actually, sorry. So it's very similar like that. His W is very similar to a Victor W, except it's at a long range, and you put it down at long range. It takes a long time to trigger, to activate, but once it does trigger, once it does activate, then it will slow everyone that's inside, and if you're inside it as well, like this right here, you see, it's taking a little time to activate, and if you're inside it as well, you will stun everyone inside and gain a pretty hefty shield for yourself. So not a bad skill by any means. And also the passive on his W means that the lower health someone is on, it starts when they're less than 30% health, but if a target is under 30% health, you'll do bonus damage to them, and the lower health they're on, the more that bonus damage is. It's based off their missing health as well, so the lower health they are on, the more damage you'll do to them. And it's very decent amount of damage as well, mind you. It's a huge amount of damage. So, I'm going to try not die here. It's going to be kind of hard to do, but I'm going to try my best. Should get this. There we go, and there we go. So I'm just going to recall here. And actually, I'm going to try and, I'm going to go kill the Skull Crab first now. So that's his W. What his E does is it's like got 2 parts. First part is very similar to a Graves dash, and the second part is very similar to Rengar's passive. So I'll explain it here. Dash, jump and TP to hit someone. Oh my goodness, am I even going to stun this? Fuck, I missed. God damn it, I should have done that first. So yeah, it's just like your initiator, your gap closer, but it's also good for jumping over walls or doing stuff like that. So I'm just going to kill this Skull Crab here, because I know my chickens aren't up, so I need a bit more gold before I go back. His ultimate I'll explain a bit later, because it's very unique, so it's going to need a demonstration to explain it. But yeah, runes and masteries on EKKO jungle. I like to go for attack speed reds, armor yellows, AP blues, and AP quints. Masteries, 21 points in offensive is the important thing, with the AP points in the offensive, obviously. And defensive, you always want some points in defensive at least. I think I'm like 21.63 at the moment, but 21.90 is fine. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just 21 points in offensive and some of the defensive points that help you with the jungle. As far as your build goes, like you can see, I've started with a Ranger's Trailblazer right now. I think that Ranger's Trailblazer is pretty much a necessity item, just because it really helps with your sustain. I mean, your clears on EKKO, and to be honest, with most AP champions, clears aren't really an issue. It just becomes an issue with your sustain, whether that's your health or your mana. To be honest, both are an issue on EKKO, especially later on. Health becomes a big issue, but mana is always an issue, to be honest, because you need to spam your skills to clear. And yeah, let's see if we can get in here. I'm going to use my E, flash, and finish off the TP side here. Can we get him? Nice, we get him. Going to put my W down right here, so that hopefully he stands in this as it goes off and stuns him. Very close, almost. I actually did want to put my E down earlier, but my smart cast smucked up, which is a shame. I really want to try and kill this guy, but I think it's not going to end well for me. I don't know. I can try and kill him, but... Oh my goodness. Yes, worth... Oh, I'm not even dead. Okay then. Nice. So, let me tell you what I meant to do there. Let me tell you how I mucked up, and let me tell you how it actually ended up going well for us. What I meant to do was tag him with my Q, because the boomerang on its way out and on its way back will pop my passive, or put 2 stacks of my passive on him, meaning when I jump in, I can burst him for a huge amount of damage. So, that's why I threw my Q at him, it tagged him, and then I used my E to dash closer to him. I meant to use my E to... you know what, I'm just going to go for this build this game and try it out. I meant to use my E then to teleport onto him, with the second part of my E there. But I mucked up and hit a minion. I've done that a lot when I've been testing EKKO. I don't know whether that's because I'm like holding down shift or something. Not entirely sure what that is, but I'm doing something wrong. Anyway, so I tried that, failed. Then he dedicated onto me, he failed. I didn't take that extra tower shot for some reason. I'm alive. Something happened. It's all good. So, And just as like a mini point, I guess, if I was in that situation where like I had Ignite ticking on me, or I had a you know, that tower shot coming in, if I just put my shield down, my W down, sorry, and stand in it, I'll get shielded when it pops. So that can help me. Excuse me. So I'm gonna go kill the Skull Crab now. As far as strengths and weaknesses for EKKO go, his early game isn't really one of his strengths, but he does have decent damage, and his ganks are possible, I guess you could say, similar to, you know, how anyone has possible ganks. Let's see if I can. No. So he can do stuff, but you know, it's not really at the stage of the game where he's particularly strong, and it's not really a stage of the game where you want to do too much, if that makes sense. It's not really the point of the game where you want to go in, go ham, force plays and that kind of thing, because it's just not really going to work. Let's see if I can get this guy. I didn't even click on that guy, and I still tank this tower for me, bro. Really, mercy! Holy crap, this guy! Please have mercy on me. He almost just gave me that death. I'd have been pretty mad if that happened. Alright, so let's kill this crab. Like I was saying, early game isn't really a big strength of EKKO, so that means you always want to be farming up for later on in the game. On any champion, really, where you don't have the best of early games, then forcing things early, like, to be honest, as I was saying it, even going in for stuff like this is a bit risky, honestly. So it's not really stuff which you should feel forced to do, and honestly, even if you try to do it, especially if you're against a jungler who is very early game focused, if you try to do these things and you get caught out of position, for example, or counter ganked or anything like that, it's not going to end well for you. Now that I have my ulti, I can try and display and explain what it is, what it does. So essentially, as you can see, as you will be seeing now, I've got this little dude following me around. This little dude being this clone here. Now, what this clone, what he is, essentially is a representation of where I was 4 seconds ago. Whenever I use my ulti, I will teleport back to that clone, and when I do that, I will become invulnerable and targetable for, you know, as I'm teleporting back, like a split second, and I will heal for a certain amount, and I will do damage to everyone that is around the clone when I teleport back to it. So that gives a lot of variation to how you can use this ulti, but it's tricky to use it correctly. If you use it as damage, it actually has a huge ton of damage. Let's try and get this guy here. Come back, nice. Popped the I popped my passive there on the Q coming back. Jump to him again. Let me get him. Yeah, I wasn't able to get him there, sadly. Not able to tag him. The W, if you're not standing in it, is pretty lackluster, to be honest, but of course it would be a bit OP if it did stuff even when you weren't standing in it. So yeah, we managed to pick him off. But yeah, like I was saying with his ult, it's tricky to get effective uses of it, because if you want to use it for damage, then you basically have to be standing still a lot, because there's no way you can use it for damage if you know, you're running around the place, because it's going to be really difficult for you to trap an enemy that's standing on this clone here if they're also fighting you here. It does make it very good for turning. So if you're like running away and then suddenly you want to fight, you just pop your ulti and you get back into the fight. So that's really strong. That's really strong for that, sorry. But it's also it leans itself into a playstyle with EKKO that is, in my opinion, a pretty optimal way to be playing him, which is to be standing still a lot when you're fighting, at least not moving a lot. Now, if you're doing that and the enemy wants to fight you, if you're standing still and the enemy wants to fight you, then they have to be standing with you. They have to be standing next to you. There's no other choice, of course, unless they're ranged or something. But let's just, you know, let's ignore that for now. If you put your W down, it's really hard for you to be standing in your W as it pops alongside an enemy to stun them. But if you're standing still, you can do that. Again, with your ulti, if you're standing still, then your clone will jump on. You know, you can press your ult immediately, and it will. You'll go back to the clone who's standing on the same spot. So, really good way to be playing EKKO is just to be standing still. Let's see if we can get a gank here. We'll wait for this Nasus to push out this wave. If he keeps pushing this wave, then we can get him. Right, nice, he's going in. So I'm gonna put my W down here. Hopefully he'll walk into it. Nice, as I'm in it, perfect. And we'll just finish him off. There we go. So you have to plan your W a bit ahead of time. That can be easy, that can be hard, depending on the situation. In that situation, it's pretty bloody easy, but when you're in full-blown team fights, it's really, really hard. So a lot of foresight is really needed to play EKKO to full potential. Alright, there we go. Let's get back, because I can buy a new sea large rod now. Do I go for, like, I'm gonna go for chickens here just to get a bit extra gold so I get like some consumables. But yeah, let's go for this. Now I know you guys want to see this, so I'm gonna show it. Actually, maybe I can't show it. Oh, we killed a turret. Okay, cool. I don't even need to kill these chickens anymore, but whatever. So, kill the chickens with that smite. Here we go. So, if we recall and we're quick enough, we can buy an easy large rod and the consumables, and then ult back into the fight. There we go. We did it. Ulti, consumables, easy large rod, consumables, ulti. We're back in the fight. That's not really worth it though, because the cooldown on my ult makes it kind of, you know, I would like that to be up, but it's alright. So I think another great way to be, another thing to be thinking about, I guess I should say, with EKKO is using your stacks correctly and using it mostly for surprise damage. Was that someone there? I think that was, yeah, I hit someone there. What I mean by that is all of your abilities will trigger your passive, the stack. What the hell? Who did that? Jace, please. So if you, for example, can stick someone on 2 stacks and then you jump in on them, you're going to get a huge amount of burst damage. If you can, for example, if you can have them 1 stack, throw your Q at them, and then position yourself for the return Q, then that return Q will trigger your passive and do a crap ton of damage to them as well. So there's lots of ways you can be managing your passive to be doing a lot of surprise burst damage. I'm going to try and go bot here. I'm going to smite this. I hate smiting blue buff. It's the most useless smite bonus in the game, but I'm going to do it because I have to do it. Just because I don't want to take more unnecessary damage. Nothing is warded here, I don't think. So if they're running away from me, it's just pure hunch. Actually, it could be warded. I didn't have my chicken buff up anymore, do I? I can show you why diving on this guy, though, is so effective as well. If we can try and dive this guy. I'm going to try and dive this guy. Actually, okay. This isn't going to work anymore. So yeah, if you use your ulti defensively, then diving becomes very, very easy to do on this champion. So if I just put my W down here, and I'm just going to go in right now, because I can tank this tower no problem. Because if I go in, and I get, put in a sticky situation, I just press R and I get teleport back to my clone, and that's not an issue. So if I do this, fuck, I didn't kill him, and I got critted. If I do that, I kill him, then instantly teleport back, there's no problem. Sadly, I didn't kill him, and he crit me in the face. He did 1 basic attack and crit me, which is a bit unfortunate, but still, yeah. If I can, in theory, you kind of saw what I could have done in theory. In practice, I kind of mucked that up pretty hard, but still, I tried at least. A for effort. Go hard or go home, right? So yeah, you can dive really, really easily on this guy. It's quite surprising, assassins are not really the best at diving, just from the extent that if they're on their own, they take way too much damage. And even though assassins have a lot of damage, it's sometimes hard to out-damage what the tower's going to do to you and kill someone before the tower kills you. A lot of champions can do that though. Zed, for example, he can jump out because of his ulti. Ari. Some people, if you've got the burst damage, then yeah, you can die. Assassins are great at diving, but if you don't have the damage, they're terrible. But EKKO's not like that. Let's see if I can get a lane gank going here. If they don't know I'm coming, then maybe they'll walk a bit closer to me. Too many minions for me to sneak in here though. Oh, and he flashed. Alright. Maybe I have to do this dragon. I know Hecarim wanted to do it, but let's just do it now. I wanted to try and get the gank off. It's not more fun watching ganks. I'm gonna put my W down here, even though my W will not stun the dragon. It will shield me, which is just as good, really. Alright, let's go in on this. I had to use my ult there just in case someone came in. Someone tried to do something a bit too sexy on me there. And we're out of there. Ow. That's really a shame Lucian had his flash, else we could have taken him down, but it's all good. It's all good. I think a different smite would really benefit this guy, rather than Ranger's Trailblazer, but I also think that Ranger's Trailblazer is too much of a necessity on this champion. I'm still buying a lot of health potions, even though I'm level 9 and with 2 items. So I don't know. I don't really think that you can go without the Ranger's Trailblazer, but Stalkers would be really good to slow people down. Skirmishers would be okay, just to stop yourself from getting destroyed in fights. But yeah, also going for the Luden's Echo next, it gives you a lot of burst damage. I think it's really good. I think Luden's and Lichbane are kind of core on this guy, but this game I really was just trying the Magus Rush. And I haven't really liked this Magus Rush, because I feel like it's a bit unnecessary. Like, you don't need the extra damage. Let's see if we can get this guy. Did I just miss my E because of my teleport? I think I missed my Q because of my E. If you just stand in the same place and fight in the same place, really hard for them to get you. I could try and turn this with my clone, but he would just kill me. I marked up a fair few times there though. I don't think I missed my Q because he didn't really run where I was thinking he would run. I thought he would just run up. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought he would. And when he didn't, I was kind of just like, oh, well, I missed my Q. And I actually teleported to him, which screwed up my Q coming back to me. Stun him. No. Moby Boots, Thresh too strong. Alright, I want to try and 1v1 someone and just show you the power of like the assassin stuff. Actually, I can show you the dive of this guy. Alright, let's see if we can dive Lucian here. Should be able to. Alright, that wasn't really a dive, it doesn't really count, but if I press R here, I can teleport away into safety a little bit. Still screwed as hell though. Are we getting out of this? Are you kidding me? This is the second time this game I've been running through a tower, or tried to run through a tower, and my allies have just thought, yeah, you know what, we'll just let that really low health EKKO die to the tower. Thank you, teammates. I love you as well. Good to see you guys really, really care for my well-being enough that you're just gonna let me waltz through and let me die. That second one, the first one maybe, maybe the first one you can give Cog the benefit of the doubt. The second one, come on, dude. You saw me. I was halfway through the towers, almost at the finish line. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. When you think you get so close, and you're just like, no, sorry, mate. The rug gets whipped out from under you. They wound me, Bard. You wound me. It's alright though. Everyone's allowed one. Alright, so we got this Sheen as well now. Sheen is going into this Triforce, and with your E, pretty decent item because it kind of synergizes with that E. You jump in and you instantly get a Lich Bane proc. Let's see if we can get anything going here. Oh, I missed my Q. God damn it! I tried to Q the Thresh just to finish him off, and I missed it. He flashed as well. I kind of panicked a little bit though, to be honest. It wasn't really me missing the Q. I just panicked. He's gonna try and kill me, but I'm good. I'm alive. So even though like you don't survive these, you still create opportunities for your team. I managed I blew Thresh's Slash for doing that, so I guess from that extent it's okay. I mean, I have to waste my ult, but your ult's on a really low cooldown, especially if you go with Mage's Rush. We've got 35% CDR with blue buff. It's like halfway just by itself. It's really, really good. It only has a 52% cooldown at rank 2. It's not even at rank 3. Holy crap, that hurt. So yeah, it's all good. Let's get these wolves here. I really like smiting wolves in the enemy jungle to give you this little wolf spirit. Really useful. And I'm gonna go tax this top lane. I haven't really been able to showcase a good ultimate yet this game though. Yeah, I just haven't been able to. I've done other stuff okay, but my ults have been really bad. I really want to try and get a good ult off. I want to specifically get an ult off where I can show you the damage of the ulti. But you have to kind of stay. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to do that. I don't know. I don't think I can solo Nasus either. I should really be upgrading my trinket, but I'm too lazy. See if we can go mid or something. You know what? I'm just gonna get this Lich Bane and I think I can. You know, I'm gonna try and kill this guy. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. He's gonna turn on me. He's going. Oh, here we go. My ult's on him now. There we go. There's the ult damage. I'm in my... There we go. I was in my W, so it stunned him and shielded me. Although, of course, the shield is pretty irrelevant if you stun something, because as long as there aren't any other targets hitting you, if you stun something, the stun lasts longer than the shield lasts for. So you may as well be... You could be shielded for 1,000,000 damage, and it wouldn't matter, because they're stunned. They're not going to do any damage to you. Ow. So that, I guess that did display like a good combo of EKKO there. Where you stand in your clone, near your clone, and then you just pop your ulti, it heals you for a little bit, and it does loads of damage. And then the AP scaling on your clone is massive. Like brutal. Oops, I just punched my mic by emphasizing. It's brutal, like seriously, it's huge. 1.3 AP scaling means for every piece of AP you have, you get an extra 1.3 damage. So let's press R here then. Whee! Which is, you know, you have 100 AP, you do 130 extra damage, and once you get a decent amount of AP, you destroy people with that ulti. But like I said, it's kind of tricky to actually get that ultimate off for decent damage. It's also AoE damage as well. So if you can find the fights where you can TP back to your clone, you will more than likely win that fight. Especially if you have a Zhonya's as well, which is, you know, this game didn't go too long, so I couldn't really display it. But Zhonya's is a great item just to allow you to use your ult aggressively, or, you know, just to jump in. Zhonya's is always good on like assassin people who want to jump in. So yeah, that's a good item choice. But apart from that, you know, AP is always good. Void Staff, of course. You see, I didn't upgrade my boots until just then for Merc Tread, so I didn't get stunned when I jumped in as much. But you can go Assault Boots as well if you want to, of course. But anyway, that's the end of this gameplay. EKKO jungle. I'm going to, or I already have. I don't know which order I'm going to release the videos, but have a video talking about EKKO jungle as a whole, rather than like a commentary like this as a guide. If you want to watch that, then I'll put a link to that in the description when it's out, or if it's already out, I don't really know. But yeah, so you can watch that if you just want like an overall, my thoughts on it as well. I hope you enjoyed this video though, guys. EKKO's a lot of fun, regardless of if you think he's good or not as a jungler. Definitely a better laner in my opinion, but definitely a lot of fun in the jungle anyway. So, If you did like it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more educational content. You can find me on Facebook, on Twitter. I can actually stream me on Twitch as well. All those links are in the description, guys. But most importantly, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.